Okay, so we're going to continue on with our session here. Anybody that's listening to this later on, you can pause the video or go back on it, and so that you can read the screens a little longer than what I'm going to be showing now, because I'm going to be skipping through these screens very quickly starting now, just to cover as a sort of as a summary of what we've been doing here today. We've talked about the number of people on the internet. It's very exciting, and it's getting better and better and better every single day. More connections being heard. There's some of the details to join ICIWorld. There's the ICIWorld corporate card and what it can kind of do for you. So literally helps your membership become free. Basically free based on these 4 ways: the VIP corporate card, the referral program. If you get anybody more than 1 joining, we give you 3 months extra. We've got people that have recommended 4 people to join. They get a year free. You can do referrals to leads off your website from the listings that you get from ICIWorld. I think that's really exciting. No matter what country of the world you're in, if you're listening to this, get your information on here. Your listings will be on international brokers' websites worldwide, no matter where you are. Especially a lot of people in warmer climates, your information will be on Canadian brokers' websites, so that people can go to a Canadian broker's website and search Florida and find property. So people can search Florida on your website if you have these links, and you just do a referral and make money in US dollars. Sell real estate too numerous to mention. I'm not going to click on see testimonials. It would simply take too long. I'm going to move on here. To add listings, you simply go to the login page and you click on add listings, and there's a record of your listings there. When you sell them, you mark them sold. We suggest every single person have a minimum of 15 opportunities on here. If you're having trouble getting to 15, you give us a call, make an appointment. We'll go over that with you. That's because you can work information, not just listings. We do recommend that you modify your listings every 30 to 60 days. People are interested in timely information, up to date, to the minute. And so now, when you search any app that's on ICIWorld, you will only get the listings that are less than 90 days old. That's it. And so if you have listings that are over 90 days, they're not getting displayed initially. And so somewhere earlier, I know what I wanted to bring up a little bit earlier, that there's some people on this service who have not made money. And I have a question for everyone. If you have a flat tire in your car, do you abandon the car?
No.
No. You get the tire fixed. If you're not making money or triggering leads every 90 days, you don't abandon the service. You call us and give us a chance to help you. So we had people that had listings over 90 days old, and they're wondering why they didn't get any leads. They didn't update their listings. There's a responsibility now on each and every one of you to keep your information up to date and timely. That's important for the public. They want to get timely information. Secondly, we have information that sometimes people filled out the wrong categories. It was a want, but they put it in the have category. Accidentally, you're not going to get any calls. We have people that didn't put prices in their listing. People search today by price. If you want a home in Brampton, $450, you're going to go right to that 400 price range. So try to search. So there's a lot of different things when you put in your information that we can kind of help you with later. And then we went and we looked at their websites, and we found that their websites did not have the links working on their website at all, didn't even have them installed, and yet they were a member. So if anybody's listening to this and you were a member and didn't do some of these things, I do have a special. It's called a one-time restart special. If you made a mistake and didn't use things properly, we've got something special for you that we can try to do, but we have to look at your membership to see it. And the other thing is, some people only had 1 or 2 listings. That shows me that you did not learn how to work exclusive information. There's lots of exclusive information out here in the marketplace. Even this plaza could be for sale right now. Does anybody know how to get a hold of the plaza owner? You talk to him. And let's say the plaza is worth $10 million. You can tell him that you're in real estate. If I could get you the price you wanted for your plaza, you just go search for the wants for plazas. I don't have to do that again here, do I?
No.
In the essence of time. You know how you can go and search for buyers and sellers of anything. Okay, let's move on. Here's the one-on-one appointments. We're suggesting you only make appointments. Now, let's move on. There is training. There's an educational YouTube channel. We also have a special printout for anyone that does join today. Is there any people interested in joining today so far? Okay, we've got some. This will be, I'll give you this right now anyways. This is an orientation program, okay, which teaches a step-by-step program that makes sure that you make money on our service. Did you want one? Okay. Anybody else want? Okay. Here you go. I've got more. I've got enough of these to give to everyone. It's a pilot's checklist for a real estate broker to make sure that you do not go. We never had this before this year, by the way, and this makes a big difference. That anybody else need one? Okay, sorry. A step-by-step process. You can sit in front of your computer and you can get everything done. Okay. Did you need one? Okay. And you've already got one of those. I'll leave it next. So anybody that hasn't made money, they haven't gone through this. And that's to make sure that everybody makes money. Okay, let's move on.
Excuse me.
This seminar is being conducted, and you'll notice that there's some other real estate websites here, such as the worldrealestatenetwork.com. If for some reason people just want to search and nothing else, you could put this particular website on there, the worldrealestatenetwork.com. I'm using WREILS.com. In fact, I'll bring it up on the screen. And you're going to get familiar with all of the powered by ICIWorld real estate websites. And I'm going to go to this other one here.
Excuse me, sir. Does that take another membership?
No. All of the, once you join once, everything is powered by ICIWorld. You're a member of them all. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you'll see here, you can come down here and you can search commercial, search business. Now, when I click on residential, you see the same form come up. Okay. And I'm recommending that everyone should be searching the GTA once a day. So I'm searching the GTA such as you see here, and I'm going to click on search database, and bingo, these are properties coming in. There it is, coming for sale, Mississauga, 2-story home, $6 million. This is a $6 million property in Mississauga right there. Now, one of the things we do in the listings, I'm going to show you, it says invest in Mississauga. I'm going to click on that. I'm recommending, oh, Mississauga. I don't know. Oh, that's my bit defender trying to be careful. Let me see the total secure. Let me just click on OK. It'll take me to the website. Everybody's got to have security on their computers, and that's one of my securities. But there is the Mississauga website. Isn't that interesting? Why Mississauga? Well, let's play it. Let's see what this looks like. The future is unlimited in Mississauga.
Mississauga is a great place for a company to be based. Something that's really interesting about Mississauga is their ability to engage employees, companies, and the citizens who live here. For instance, they engaged the employees of the 036 Centre on how they can to and from work in an easier way. Would they need to change bus routes?
I don't know,
That's an incredible concept. And when we come to building the National Research Council's laboratory, which is on our campus, they changed a system to get that lab built on track, on time.
And if you really establish yourself in Mississauga, because it is the right space.
Okay, I'm going to stop that. I'm suggesting that every single one of your listings on the internet should have a link to this website. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
This helps to sell the location of Mississauga, and that's because we get people from 138 countries coming in here on a regular basis. Very, very exciting. Okay, let's move out of here and continue on. Okay, so that's just another website that people can go to. Yeah, it's now over 4 billion, so that's a screen I could end up fixing. So lots of people on the internet. There's no question about that. By the way, I'm not going to go through these apps, but these are other apps that you can put on your phone. The very first one happens to be Evernote, which I use on a regular basis. And when I click on Evernote, I can click on that. I can take any note in the world and it will record it and I can look it up later. It's the most used app. One of the most used apps in the whole world is something called Evernote, and it keeps track of everything. If I had an email that I want to keep track of, I can send it. Just send it to the email address of Evernote. If I want to take a picture of anything, you can remember it. Absolutely incredible. And then it has what they call tags, which you can put into things. And I put a lot of my notes. If I have posts that I want to put in Facebook, and I got 4 or 5 posts that I want to spread out over the next, say, month, I can put them all into here and then just put them in Facebook one at a time, copy it, paste it. And so all of your ideas that you think, I wake up in the morning early, I think of a great idea. I used to go back to sleep. Next morning, I couldn't remember what it was. You know, I'll write it down right away in Evernote. That's a habit. So write it down in Evernote. A habit. If you don't do the habit, you're going to lose all that wonderful things that your brain is coming up with. Write it down into Evernote. It's my brain when I think about it, because I can't remember things, but I put it in Evernote and I know how to search it. You can put jokes and stuff like that with a bunch of people and you want to think of a good joke. Just go and click on humor because you made that for yourself. Keep track of all your passwords. If you don't have a good password, you're in trouble. Make sure you protect everything you have with decent passwords. Dropbox. How many people in this room are in trouble right now if your laptop was stolen or your computer was broken down 100%? How many people are in trouble? Okay. Dropbox is a way. If I took my computer and it accidentally dropped and broke on the floor right here, I could ask you a favor on your laptop. Can I log into Dropbox? And I can bring this presentation up in Dropbox. Everything on that computer is backed up into Dropbox. Even if I lost this computer. When I buy a new computer, I can put it here, log into Dropbox, and sync it with all the files on Dropbox. Just like that. I don't lose a thing. If I save the file and make a change, it's saved right away in Dropbox. So it's a duplicate of what you have on your computer. There's other people in the room that do it a different way. Anybody else? Anybody using the clouds? Any of the clouds, iCloud, anything? If you use the iCloud, it's the same thing. Okay, you can save it. You don't save your executable files. You don't save your programs. You save your data, your PDF files, all your contacts, your databases, you know, listings, stuff like that. There are some other programs there that you can read through. The nice thing about this will be on the internet. It's also in the handout that I've given to you. There's some more, realtor.ca, we all know about that. Everyone should have it. There's some other apps that are being used, commercial real estate apps as well. Instructor lineup, and Doris is one of our instructor realtors. Doris, do you want to come up and just say a few words right up to the front and announce some of the things that you're working on as well? Doris can actually conduct this particular seminar herself as well. Okay, and she does. And she's also got some other exciting things that she's working on with some special coaches.
Yeah. My name is Doris Perno. I am a real estate agent as well with LePage, actually, as a matter of fact, in Vaughan. I am also a FSBO specialist. I specialize in working with for sale by owners, and I've been in the business for 20 years, and I specialize, now I'm training the Floyd Wickman program. Has anybody heard of the Floyd Wickman program?
Yeah, years
Yep.
ago.
Yes. So I'm bringing it back. I brought it back to Ontario because it's such a great program with the best training that I've come across after going through a lot of different training and coaches. I found Floyd Wickman to be, I like it the best with the listing presentation that they have, the training, the way of doing business. Mm-hmm. And I also use the ICIWorld. I've used it for many years, actually probably about 20 years that I've been in the business. And it's been a great tool. I have access to a lot of other tools, and hopefully I will, talk to your broker and see if maybe we could run a little workshop over here with the Floyd Wickman program, because you've had the luxury to experience it, and it's a great program for sure. And Gary's amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Her heart is way bigger than she is.
Good things come in small packages.
They really
must
do.
Remember.
You got such a big heart and so helpful to everyone, and that's the kind of people I like.
Thank you, Doris. That was wonderful.
So helpful, and all these people that you see on the list, they're the same way. They just enjoy helping and teaching and helping salespeople make money. There's a little bit more information on myself so you can become familiar with myself. The realtor insignia actually comes from the United States. The National Association of Realtors is located on North Michigan Way in Chicago. They license the term realtor to the Canadian Real Estate Association. They also have programs, and one of the programs for education is called the CCIM. Stands for Certified Commercial Investment Member. And that is a division of the National Association of Realtors. Anyone who is interested in commercial real estate, I'm suggesting you can mark this down. You should take the first program called CI 101. You should investigate it and check it out. It will help you on your own account to invest in real estate. Sometimes we're so busy helping everybody else, we don't help ourselves. And this will help you for yourself, and it will help you help others. The first course in the first week, CI 101, it'll help you analyze the before and after tax consequences of investing in any income producing real estate. It'll show the money going into a project, and it'll show the money coming out of a project and how much you can make. How many people here have shown a property, and at the end of the property, after showing it, you're wondering if they're going to make an offer, and they say, I want to think about it? How many people have had somebody say that to them? I want to think about it. You try to handle it, and then they walk away, and sometimes you don't hear from them. Well, in the case of investment real estate, if you take the CI 101 program, that's the program I'm recommending everyone consider taking. It's put on at the Toronto Real Estate Board just this year. Is put on by AREA. And you will learn how to paint a picture of how people make money. Show them you can compare this investment, that investment, and that investment. You're going to learn that in the CI 101 program. And it will teach people how they make money in real estate and paint a picture so that you give them a spreadsheet to take with them after you've shown the property. Now, when they want to think about it, they've got your black and white presentation on how that property makes money. That's what they go away with, not nothing where somebody says, oh, the taxes are going up and the economy is going. And they turn people off. They talk to somebody and the other person doesn't know anything about the real estate and they're giving them advice. This way, you've got it on paper. You've got it, how the money going in, how the money's coming out, how the money's being made, you pay your bills, you do this, and after you sell it someday, this is how much you made. This is a picture. They can bring that to their accountant. They can bring it to their lawyer. They can bring it to their financial advisors, to their family. Now, if somebody says, oh, well, you didn't estimate hydro going up, or you didn't estimate this going up, well, say, okay, well, I'll change it. So you rework the figures with the figures that they supply you. And then instead of offering $950,000, maybe it shows that you should offer $890,000 instead, based on your thing. But now you've got them, you've got the picture. Where did 90% of the millionaires in the world make their money?
On real estate.
Real estate, yeah. So if you can paint a picture as a real estate professional, how they make money, you're about to make more money. The CIPS program is another one. You'll see that there. It's connections all over the world for doing referrals and other things. The LinkedIn, the Facebooks, the Twitters, very important. We're suggesting that on your website, you have all of those Facebook and social medias on your website. And then on your Facebook, you can use that to help promote your website. You tell people in Facebook that I've got exclusive listings on my website that other people don't have. I've got power of sales. I've got waterfront properties, cottages. You've got it all. And you got lists of buyers on your website. You can do that and help drive traffic to your website. On your website, you should have that you're a member of the Canadian Real Estate Association. That should be right on your front page, right under your signature. You're a member of the Ontario Real Estate Association. You're a member of the Toronto Real Estate Board. All of these have codes of conduct. And the reason for the codes of conduct is to show people that when they buy real estate in Canada, they're protected. You are protecting them with the largest single investment in their lives. Because other countries, they don't have this. Okay, let's move on. Now, the highest return of any investment on the industry is in real estate on the internet. Why? Because one lead can make you a lot of money, and we all know that. By the way, Realtor Quest, we have one of the busiest booths at Realtor Quest. And one of the reasons is that we make a statement, and there it is at the back of the screen. You might all have to turn around for a moment. And you'll see at the back of the screen, we make a statement that you can have a $30,000 website, and it's not as powerful as the websites we supply for $19 per month or $199 per year, which works out to $16.50 per month for a website. Websites, by the way, are like billboards. You can have more than one. And if they're all making money, why not? If they're not making money, then something's wrong. You've got to be making money. You've got to be generating leads from your website. So we have something very, very special for all of you in this room. And that is, you can mark this down, and I'm gonna take you to it right now and show it to you. Here we go. I'm gonna go right back to one of our main websites, ICIWorld, and you'll see that there's a button special here called Seminar. Let me just put that back to, it's called here, called Seminar. Do you see that Seminar button?
Mhm.
I'm gonna click on it. And you'll see that there's 4 webinars that you can listen to. There they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually 5, but the 4 get through those. And what does the 4th one say? I don't know if anybody can read that. Can you read that there?
Yes.
What's that say?
Daily, how to promote.
Who is the person that asked me, how do you promote the website? There it is.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 2-hour presentation to listen to. It's not just one thing. It's a whole bunch of things. We have attended world search engine conventions. We've spent $4,000 to go to the International Hotel in Las Vegas to attend the World Search Engine Convention. Instead of each of you having to do that to learn how to promote your website, I figured I would go on your behalf and go there and learn some of the things and then share them with each of you. And I've done that. It's in that movie. How to promote your website. That's really where you should be spending your time, is promoting your website. And it's all in there. That's my answer. It's 100 minutes, actually, that particular one. How to promote your website. And guess what? If you listen to it, you get $100. You get $100.
Does that go towards our membership?
It goes towards advertising.
Oh,
It
yeah.
goes towards advertising.
Okay.
It does. You get $100. You want to find out? Listen to it, and you'll see how you get the $100 towards advertising. Okay? So there's $100 just to listen to a video. For coming here today, you just made $100 towards advertising, just from that one thing.
How do I get to that page?
ICIWorld.com.
On the commercial.
No, it's seminar.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's right.
ICIWorld. Yeah, let me go back. See here, up at the top. I don't know if you can see that link way up at the top up there.
Our phones are really-
ICIWorld.com. And then you click on seminar. And then there it is there, how to promote your website. Okay. All right, let's move on. So, you know, it's a marketing program for you, literally for the rest of your life, that you can learn little by little. Once you learn it all, there's only 2 things you do. You add in search listings from time to time, and you search listings from time to time, and you check your website to make sure it's working every month. So many people are not checking their websites, and they break down. The websites break down. It's just like a car. If you don't put oil in it, it can break down. Okay, there's the figure, a big figure. 9% of people sold without an agent, which means 91% of people sold with an agent. So all the for sale by owners are getting sold with an agent. ICIWorld itself, there's a few stats that are on the page. Everybody can study that maybe at a later time. We do all of that. The next thing, there is 2 databases. I've already shown that, member database and the public database. We do commercial and residential. 40,000 monthly readership, 20,000 subscribers, over 1,500 brokers displayed haves and wants, 18,000 pages on the internet, people from 138 countries. We do seminars at real estate boards and real estate offices. There's one we go back into Brampton Real Estate Board regularly as well. It's been circulated to everyone, but a lot of people are busy. There's our statement at the Realtor Quest. By the way, we have one of the busiest booths there. We're there every year, and we're doing the mid-year conference. I think next October, there's going to be at the Congress Center. We're going to be there too. So you're having a mid-year voting session. We'll be there. There's going to be some booths. So make sure you stop by and say hello.
That's 2020.
Yeah, that's this year.
Oh, this year, 2019?
Yeah, they just announced it. Stella Guo from the Toronto Real Estate Board. I forget what the date is, but there's a session going on. You'll hear about it from Tread. And make sure you stop by and say hello. We're on the front page of all these publications, thousands of dollars, all meant to trigger leads for you. And you'll see us on the front page. We'd like to get the front page up in the search engine, just all over the place. Now, here's the how to work exclusive information that can generate leads. And it covers all these kinds of exclusive type opportunities that you can't put on real estate boards. You can get ready to take a picture of these 3 questions. It was all started out of a book, reinforced out of a book by Bill Gates called Business at the Speed of Thought. If you can take something in your mind, put it on the internet, you can make a connection. And in real estate, we've got a lot of things that you can't put on a real estate board, but you can now network it with the world. And Bill was speaking to Warren Buffett at one time, and he said, the cost to publish your information, that means each and every one of us, is getting your message in front of someone, talking with people around the world, is literally 0 or so close to 0, it doesn't make any difference. That's fabulous. I've had people that told me they spent $50,000 to market their products across Canada in real estate. And people are spending millions of dollars on brochures, all kinds of things. Put it on ICIWorld. Bingo. You got it right around the world. That's what it's built for every broker to embrace it, to promote it. And then someday, you don't have to go anyplace else. Just go to a local broker and bingo, you're going to get all your information is on their site. All their information is on your site, both for MLS and for exclusive information. FSBOs, open listings, exclusive filters, expireds, all of these are sources of business for you. If you can't get up to 15 in the next 90 days, you give me a call. I will personally help you. Now, has anyone ever said, I want to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing at this time? Get excited. Get excited. This is the place to do it. Okay? There is no other place in the world like this. There they are. I would take a picture of these 3 questions. I think it's also in the PowerPoint presentation that you might have. You got it. What page is that? Page 8. If you've got the PowerPoint. Did we make extra copies?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so everybody got a copy? Page 8. There it is. Will you pay me a commission if I bring you a buyer? Now, remember I said before there's some people that didn't make money? Let me know when you finish taking pictures. You got it? Good job. Okay. What's the first question?
Would you pay me a commission?
Will you pay me commission?
What's the first question?
Will you pay me commission?
Okay, let's talk about that. I'm using you for a reason, okay? This is a learning experience, what you're about to learn. It could be an epiphany of sorts, believe it or not. Remember I said that there were some people that were not making money?
Yes.
I had a broker call me and say, Gary, you told me after 90 days, if I'm not making money, I should give you a call. Well, I'm calling you, I haven't made any money. I says, oh. I says, what seems to be the problem? He said, oh, I talk to people, I'm putting my listings on the service, you know. But some people are just turning me down. They're not giving me the listing like you said they would. They're not giving me even the information. And I said, well, what's the 3 questions? He says, well, I asked him, can I have a listing? Is that the first question?
No.
No. What's it missing?
Will you pay me? Will you?
Will you pay me a commission? And they were asking for a 48-hour exclusive listing. And the customers were saying, no, you're absolutely right. The question is, will you pay me a commission? If, it took me 1 year, people, as the teacher or manager of this service, I had people that were not making money. And the reason was they were only asking the first part of the question. They weren't saying if I bring a buyer. Okay? Let's go to the second question. What's the second question?
Will you give me 48 hours exclusively?
Will you give me a 48-hour exclusive listing? Is that it?
If.
Just a moment, hang on. It's a learning experience for everyone, okay? I'm doing this on purpose. I want to make sure everybody gets it, okay? So pardon me for driving it home. Is that the first question? Say yes. How many people say yes? That's the first question.
First part of it.
The second question, sorry. Will you give me a 48-hour exclusive listing? Part. Just a moment. Is that the question? Will you give me a 48-hour exclusive listing?
No.
Everybody's in agreement? No, you know why too, right? Why?
Well, you have to see if he's gonna pay you first.
The second question, I'm asking, what is the second question? And you said, will you give me a 48-hour exclusive listing? Look on there for what's the whole second question.
Once I bring you a buyer.
Once I bring you a buyer. Whoa, what a difference. The FISBOs, they don't want to give you anything. They're saying, no, they want to get rid of you, don't they?
Yeah.
When you go talk to a FISBO, they don't even want to talk to you. They're, oh, no, another realtor. I want somebody who wants to buy a house.
This is for you, right?
Okay? But
I did this at the beginning of my career, and boy, did I ever learn.
you ran smack dead, it's like banging your head against the wall. But now you're going to say, once I have, that's why it's in red printing. After 1 year, we changed the PowerPoint to have red printing. The first part of the question is what everybody was asking. They were not saying if I bring, they were not saying that. I know it's almost at a grade 1, grade 2 level what I'm teaching right now. I know that, but I'm doing it on purpose because there's so much money at stake. And if you get this right, you're going to go ask somebody today, when you go to a restaurant, could you ask the owner, if I could bring you in the price you wanted, would you consider selling? And if he says yes to a hotel or to anything that you're asking, what's the next question you're going to ask him? Will you pay me a commission if I bring you a buyer? That's why I had you take a picture on your phone. You open your phone up and you ask him, he's standing there at the cash register. Will you pay me a commission if I bring you a buyer? Yeah, no problem. I'm not cheap. You give me a good tip, I'm gonna take care of you too. Then you go right to the second question. Will you give me a 48 hours if once I have a buyer? You should never show a property without having an agreement in place. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay. And then you ask,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What if you don't have a buyer at the time?
You don't have. You actually don't have. We're telling them we don't have. We're saying if I bring a buyer. So you don't have a buyer right now.
Okay.
You're just saying if I have a buyer, would you pay me a commission?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if you don't really have a buyer, right, to go get an exclusive listing,
You're not getting an exclusive listing on the spot.
Unless you have not.
You're only going to get the listing once you have a buyer.
but that's what I'm saying. So let's say you want to advertise it
Yes,
anyway, even though you don't have a buyer right now.
that's right.
Do you need the listing, or can you just get permission to advertise?
You ask him this third question. That's a good question that he's bringing it up. Because we're all used to having that you've got to have a signed listing in order to give an address of a property to someone. That's very clear. You got lots of legal things to listen to. If you don't have a click-off hot water tank or you can get into trouble if it's owned or rented. This is another thing that you have to understand, and I'm leading right into, and this is I'm so glad, this is appropriate that you came right now, Frank, to hear this.
Oh, good time.
These are the 3 questions to a FISBO that you ask them. Will you pay me a commission if I bring a buyer? Will you give me a 48 once I have a buyer? And will you give me permission to advertise your property? I'm going to do it without the address. And why do you do it without the address? Well, here's the reason why. RICO. According to RICO, you must have the consent of the owner in writing. if you're going to give an address to someone. But if you simply say, I have a $1 million home, Mississauga area, double garage, ground level family room overlooking ravine lot, was probably a 1.4 or something, but you can do that without a signed listing, as long as you don't give an address. Somebody calls you, what's the first thing they're gonna ask?
The address.
What's the address? Altogether, are you going to give it to them?
No.
No is correct. You make a statement that in this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first. You know, in Lake Tahoe, a lot of the movie star properties are being sold this way, all exclusive. They don't want their properties plastered all over the internet, all their beautiful Van Gogh printings and paintings and everything else. They don't want all that stuff all over the internet. But if you have a qualified buyer for their property, they don't mind giving that information. Go ahead, question.
Okay, so if you get a text from them stating that, okay, it's okay for you to advertise
Yeah.
your property, as long as you have the, like, their address and their name in
Personally,
the text.
you don't advertise their name and address.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, to get permission,
You can even get verbal permission from someone,
verbal permission is good enough?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
but
thought
you're
you had
not
to have
giving
it
the
in writing.
address.
It's
Nobody
something
knows
in
what it
writing.
is. But before you show it, when somebody calls you, the first thing they're gonna, oopsie daisy, hang on one second, here's what's gonna happen. Somebody is gonna call you, and they're gonna ask you for the address. You tell them, in this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first. You know, commercial brokers have been doing this for years. Residential people just haven't been used to doing this. But now with the advent of the internet, you've got all these people putting all their homes for sale privately by themselves. Just suppose you have a chance to work that kind of information as long as you don't identify the property. You must not identify the property.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, now, so what do? Let's go. Coming for sale, that's how you, who had the property coming for sale? Somebody.
Oh, he went.
Okay, okay, in this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first. Once you get the listing signed, you'll call them back and they can come through the first open house that you have. So you start to build a list of people ready to buy that home or ready to look at it. Now, I'm gonna give you a test. Mississauga restaurant, does that give it away? Do you know what restaurant that is? You can't figure out which one it is, right? Now, there's gonna be three answers to this next question. There's three answers. One of them is yes, one of them is no, and one of them is I don't know. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If I said that I have a restaurant for $350,000 at the corner of Hurontario and Dundas Street, how many say it gives it away? One. How many say no? How many do not know? Okay. Who said yes? Why did you say yes?
Because that's easy. I just drive down there this afternoon, take a look at the plaza.
What
and
if there's three restaurants?
I can just, it's nothing. We can,
It's nothing. You can go talk to three restaurant owners within 30 minutes and find out which one it is. It's not just the address. It's identifying is the key word, identifying. You just gave it away. If the commission is 10%, because on businesses they're 10%, that's $35,000. You know, lawyers have confidential information. Accountants have confidential information. Doctors have confidential medical information. I'm suggesting to you, for our profession, this is our confidential information. When you know something, if your tongue speaks too much, you can give it away what it is, and people can go right around behind your back and deal direct. And you're also in contravention of RICO. You don't want to do that. Okay. Now, how about the next one? Toronto Triplex. Does that give it away? $750,000.
no.
If I said it was at the corner of Ossington and Bloor next to the Pizza, does it give it away?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it does. Stay with me. I'm leading you someplace. Let's go to the next one. Oakville, 4-bedroom, same thing. It doesn't give it away, right? So you can be doing this on ICIWorld. We're an information listing service. Now, most owners will give you permission to advertise it this way as long as, and we're just saying address, location of the property cannot be gleaned from the ad. Okay, go to the next one. This is a good understanding what's coming up now. There's 3 answers. Does that give it away? Lindsay Esso gas station. Does it give it away? How many people say yes?
Yes, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people say no? How many people do not know? Well, the ones that didn't put up their hands don't know. The answer is yes. Why?
How many Esso gas station in Lindsay?
There's only one. It just gave it away. So before you advertise something on ICIWorld as an information service, that's why we like to do a 1-hour orientation with every single one of you. You make an appointment with us. We go over this to make sure you know how to handle information. Okay. How would you do that? We would recommend that you say Grandin gas station, 2 hours to Toronto, or 90 minutes to Toronto. Okay? How about this next one? Brantford 30 minutes. How does that give it away? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why?
It's a small town. I've been there.
There's only one $30 million shopping center in all of Brantford. You can do this with a home. In Meadowville, you have a $1 $1.2 million home. Meadowville, double car garage, ground level family room, overlooking ravine lot, etc. Does that give it away?
No.
No, you're okay. But if you said it's right on the corner, right off of such and such a street, and it gives it away. You don't want to do that with information. So this is a lesson on working information in the marketplace that you can be working on ICIWorld. Okay, let's move on. Real estate widgets. Okay, we've kind of shown you these real estate widgets that can go on your website, but I'm going to show them right on the screen now, how nice it really is. Anybody see my glasses? Where did I put them? Did I leave them there someplace? Oh, right there. Thank you so much. There's a fella that had spots. He saw spots and he got glasses. Now he sees his spots clear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go and show a couple of websites here. Now, one of the handouts that we gave you was, let's see if I can bring it up on the screen here, was, where's the website address? There it is. Everybody got a copy of this thing? Okay, here. Hand out these to everybody, if you can. It's called 50.iciworld.com. You got one? Okay, you got one of these? Yeah, we just got 50.iciworld.com. Make sure everybody has a copy of that. And when you bring that up on the internet, this is what you see, just what's on the screen. Now, there's a nice video that explains everything. You can click on this video and listen to it later. But I'm going to go down the page and I'm going to show you residential example websites with exclusive listings and commercial. This is how your website will look. Tell me your website company. I want to know the website company you deal with. Any website? Agent locator.
iAgent.
iAgent.
I think it's I think it might be iAgent. I'm not
iAgent,
sure.
okay.
I changed.
All of these companies, we deal with them. All of these companies have the widgets on their website. I deal with them all
So
over
you
the
mean like
years.
a tab at the top?
I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring up one right now. I'm going to go to VJ's here. Okay, and now let me just go down to the bottom of this page and see who's he with.
Income.
Oh, this is an income website. Okay, we're actually official distributors of the income website now, but we support all websites. Here you've got it. Listings, he's got all of these pre-constructions, etc. But look at that exclusive button. This is the button that you do not have right now. All of you have MLS. If you don't, you should. But now you can have exclusives. And how that's done is in your first appointment with us over the internet. We're going to send you the instructions and you are going to forward them to iAgent or Agent Locator or whichever website company you work with. We recommend you make another appointment. Why? This is very important. We're stressing it this year. We didn't do it last year. Some people had the installation done incorrectly. And so that means that the year that they had membership with us, the links weren't working properly. We don't want to let that happen ever again. So the same way that you go to a doctor and you have an operation and 2 weeks later you have a follow-up, we're the same. You call us, let's follow up and see if they're installed correctly. Now, how does it work? Well, you talk about promoting your website. You tell people you can go to my website and search residential real estate exclusives. They can click on that. And when they do, up's going to come the same form. Now, if they want to just search the haves, they could do that. I'm going to choose Greater Toronto, not just Brampton. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to sort them by price. You can recommend to your customers to sort by price. And the reason is they come up from $8 million all the way down. And if I go down the page, you can see how the prices come down. And there's one in Brampton. So let's say someone is interested in this particular home in Brampton. What they're going to do is they're going to try to click on that number, but they can't do it. Isn't that wonderful? They've got to call you. This is like fishing. If you go fishing and you don't put your line in the water with anything on it, you have no chance of putting food on the table. Zero. The moment you install these links on your website, the very next person who goes to your website and sees that, they have to call you. You have two choices. What are they once they call you? A referral, or you make an appointment and try to get the information and go show it yourself and make money. One call could be $25,000, just like that, just from triggering one little piece of information, and we got people doing that all the time. Now, you're in a lawyer's office. You pick up a check from selling a home, and then you talk to them, say, by the way, do you have anybody looking to invest in real estate? And he says, oh yeah, we got people that are looking to buy apartment buildings. So you tell them, listen, you should go to my website. Now you've got two choices to do this. You can show them on your phone, which you bring up the website on your phone, okay? And you tell them to click on Ontario, click on exclusives, which I'm going to click on exclusive, I've done, and tell the lawyer to click on Ontario commercial, mostly exclusives. And when they do, and I'm going to click on Ontario commercial, mostly exclusive on the phone, it's basically the same page and it's mobilized. Look at that, it's all nicely mobilized. Now, if I want to click on Brampton, I can choose Brampton and click on search database, and all the commercial listings start to come up in Brampton. Isn't that wonderful? And if somebody is interested in one of those, they have to call you for more information, and you are going to do the referral. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. One thing people can do, let's say they're looking for an apartment building. You tell them to click on Ontario commercial. Tell them to click on the haves. You see here apartment buildings? You click on apartment buildings, and look at that. You will have over 200 apartment buildings on your website, all sorted by price. You tell me if that isn't exciting. And people will go right to their price range, what they're interested in. Questions?
Gary, this is listed by some other agent.
These are all other agents.
So if suppose I'm a member, I need more information because this is just information I can.
Yes, what you do is if you're interested in, say, one of these particular properties right here, Dufferin and Bloor area, you highlight that number, and then you open up ICIWorld. Go back to our main website, and if you want to search, what would you click on? Search. And then you go down here, and what does this say? Search by, what's that say?
Message.
By message number.
Yeah.
Click on that, paste it in there, and search. There it is. You click on that, you call them up, make an appointment, and go show the property. Okay, that's how that works. So we're gonna wrap this up now very quickly, and anybody that doesn't have a website, we also supply websites. Okay, very good, thank you for filling that in. So those are the widgets from ICIWorld, that's included in your membership. And the special today is the $240 for 18 months. You go to that website and that's where you sign up. And before you leave today, make an appointment with me, come here and we'll make sure you make an appointment. We support all websites out there. You can have more than one website. Why? Because they're like billboards. When Chanel comes to Toronto and they're marketing perfume, is it better for them to have one website or 5 websites?
5.
Same thing is true with websites, and there's a way to link them together. So it's a strategy that we're helping all members try to take advantage of the internet. Why to have more than one website, we just explained that. How to promote your website, we've shown you the video that you could make $100 just by listening to it towards advertising. And knowing our pledge is very important. Never go longer than 90 days. Never. Don't go longer than 90 days. Call us if you're not making money or triggering leads to make money. Now, there is a little survey, if you don't mind filling that in, the evaluation form, taking just 1 minute of your time in consideration of me coming here. And then I'm going to leave you with something that was just introduced on Friday. As soon as you finish that, give me your form and I'll give you something that was just introduced on Friday. The people that have left have just missed it. Okay, we're now going to teach how to add a shortcut onto a phone. Okay, and I'm going to go here.